Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. I'm out on a western Kentucky winter wheat field that has just been freshly harvested. And in this video, we're going to spend some time out in the field with a John Deere 9520RX narrow track tractor and DB60 60-foot wide planter equipped with 47 rows spaced at 15 inches apart. This machine is no-tilling soybeans right into the winter wheat stubble and straw following the harvest. Here in western Kentucky, double crop beans are the way the majority of soybeans are planted in the region. You harvest your wheat and then you are able to put your soybean crop in the ground. This allows the field to produce 2 crops in one season, which is a big boost to the regional economy. And we'll spend some time talking about this tractor and planter specifications, as well as climbing up in the cab to see the operator's perspective of running this 60-foot wide, 520 horsepower seating team. But first, let's head out to the field so that you can see and hear this big machinery in action. In western Kentucky, the winter wheat harvest starts in late May and runs through the month of June. As combines begin to enter the field, they will cut their winter wheat, and then running right behind them are the soybean planters no-tilling in a second crop or double crop soybean. The majority of soybeans in this region are planted as a double crop, where the field is able to produce 2 crops in 1 year. You might notice the combine is cutting the wheat a little bit higher and spreading all the straw back on the field rather than windrowing it to be baled. Farms in this region like to spread their straw back out on the field because it serves several purposes. One, it adds nutrients back into the ground. 2, it serves as a mulch for that second crop of soybeans, holding moisture in the ground over the hot summer months because they are being planted a little bit later than a full season bean, which would normally be in the ground in April or May. The third reason is the heavy straw also helps suppress weeds that start to grow following the wheat harvest. As soon as the combine has harvested the wheat, the soybean planter is running up right behind it, seeding in that second crop of soybeans. This is a no-till operation, and it requires a lot of speed, and that's where the John Deere DB60 comes into play. This 60-foot wide toolbar with its 47 row units spaced at 15 inches apart allows the farm to have little gap between the combine harvesting and the second crop of soybeans going into the ground. This planter also is set up with downforce, which allows the farm to no-till into pretty tough summer conditions in the soil. The heat is baking the ground, which makes it harder than when it's worked up in the spring through tillage methods. You also have all this green straw that the planter has to go through, and that heavy toolbar in the downforce allows the seeds to penetrate the soil and get the best result in emergence. The planter, equipped with 100 bushel central fill tanks, will cover 80 acres between refills. The DB60 is popular in western Kentucky because not only can it plant 60 feet of 15-inch space soybeans, but the planter can also cover 24 rows of 30-inch space corn. So this machine is able to plant 2 crops in 1 year, and that's a good investment when you're trying to cover a lot of ground in a hurry. I'm up in the cab of the John Deere 9520RX, seeding the double crop soybeans with the DB60. We'll have an opportunity now to see the operator's perspective of running a large seeding team like the 60-foot wide planter and high horsepower 520 horsepower tractor. This machine is equipped with John Deere's Greenstar 6000 GPS receiver, and it uses auto guidance to steer the tractor across the field on perfect 60-foot wide passes. The operator only has to touch the steering wheel to turn the machine around to make the next pass. This makes it a very accurate seeding operation, and the planter is also equipped with row shutoff units, so if it passes across an area that's already been seeded, the row units shut off, and that way there's no double up of seeding in one area or skipping somewhere else. The accuracy is very impressive with this type of machinery. Let's take a brief look at this machinery's specifications. The 9520RX track tractor is manufactured at John Deere's Waterloo, Iowa tractor factory, and you might have noticed on the hood there's a special decal that says 100 years of John Deere tractors 1918 through 2018, and that celebrates the long history of green and yellow tractors being produced in Waterloo, Iowa, and this is a 2018 9520RX, which was the first year this machine was available on the market with the narrow track setting. This tractor is set up on 120-inch spacing with narrow tracks for row crop planting, which is perfect for planting corn and soybeans here in western Kentucky. The tractor is powered by an 826 cubic inch 13.5 liter John Deere engine rated at 520 engine horsepower. The machine features the John Deere E18 power shift transmission with 18 forward and 6 reverse speeds. The tractor weighs in at 54,000 pounds from the factory and can be field weighted up to 62,000 pounds. It has a 400-gallon diesel fuel tank and a 22-gallon DEF tank for clean engine solutions. This tractor's price tag, according to JohnDeere.com, lists at $575,783, and this farm uses this tractor year-round for tillage and planting and grain cart work, and it will put in over 1,000 hours of service in 1 year, which is about 3 years worth of work on many other farms. And the double crop soybeans and the wheat harvest are one of the reasons why this tractor puts in so many long days and hours in the field. Farms raising corn, soybeans, and wheat in western Kentucky like the DB60 planter because it's able to plant 2 of their 3 crops, and it will cover all of their acres in 1 year. If you have a 2,000 acre farm in this region and you have 1,000 acres in corn and 1,000 acres in wheat, as soon as that wheat is harvested, you're putting in another 1,000 acres of soybeans. So you plant your 30-inch space corn in the early spring with this planter, and then come back and plant your 15-inch space soybeans in the summer. This planter is equipped with camoplast tracks. The central fill hoppers that hold 100 bushel seeds can put a lot of weight on the center passes across the field, and the tracks help reduce that compaction on the planter just like they do on the 4-track tractor that's pulling it. Having less compaction on the field allows the roots of the soybeans to grow healthier and deeper and produce a better yield. According to JohnDeere.com, the list price for a 24-row, 30-inch DB60 planter is $290,220. If you're equipping it with all 47 rows spaced at 15 inches like this model, then the list price is $357,205. That is a big price tag for a planter, but remember, as I mentioned earlier, if this is a 2,000 acre farm and they planted 1,000 acres of corn in the spring with the DB60 on 30-inch rows, and then they harvest their second 1,000 acres, which is in wheat, in the summer, and come back and plant 1,000 acres of 15-inch space soybeans with the DB60, the farm has planted all 2,000 acres in one season with one planter, but they've actually gained a total of 3,000 acres of grain that will be harvested in 1 year. And that makes this planter a very viable and important option on a western Kentucky farm. I hope you've enjoyed spending some time out in this western Kentucky wheat field seeing this big machinery planting double crop soybeans. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there are over 1,000 videos of farm machines in action. If you have any questions or thoughts about the video, please leave them in the comment section below as I try to respond to every post that is made. If you would like to get a preview of what is coming up next on Big Tractor Power YouTube, make sure to check out Big Tractor Power Instagram, where I share pictures and short video clips of what is currently being filmed in the field. As always, thank you for watching.